So what's on your post-pandemic bucket list? Well, you better add this place to it. This is Jade Mountain in St. Lucia, and it is about as top of the tree as it goes. Ranked among the world's top 100 hotels by Travel + Leisure, Jade Mountain consistently wins year over year as one of the best honeymoon hotels by travellers as well. Jade Mountain and Anne's Chastany Resorts are owned by the supremely talented Nick and Carolyn Trubetskoy. Okay, I know you want to have a little bit of a sneak peek into our room, so come on, I'm going to show you. Here we go. Look at that door. You know it's going to be special right there, don't you? And in we go, and look at that view. Oh my goodness. And the pool overlooks the ocean, and then on the balcony the other side overlooks the Piton Mountains. And see the bed. Holy smokes, that bed was amazing. Waking up in the morning and looking out at the sunset and watching the Piton Mountains. And it was just something that I will remember for the rest of my life. Absolutely spectacular. I love the ocean, and around the world you get varying degrees of visibility under the water and cleanliness of the water too. And in St. Lucia, I was blown away at how clean, how warm, and how clear the water was everywhere. It's the perfect place to sail. In his design of Jade Mountain, Nick Trubetskoy expanded on his philosophy of building in harmony with nature by introducing a new level of sophistication in the individually designed suites. Each bedroom, living room, and extravagantly sized private infinity edge pool seems to merge to form an amazing platform just floating in space. With only 3 sides, the effect is like a stage from which you embrace glorious views of the island's twin World Heritage Piton Mountains. Imagine floating in your infinity pool at sunset surrounded by softly flickering candles. Well, imagine fine dining in the privacy of your suite with the amazing Pitons in the background. Keith and I had dinner in our room and actually spent a couple of days where we didn't even leave the room at all.
See that mountain up there? Nope, not that mountain. That one. That one, maybe. I think I'm climbing that tomorrow.
You're going to climb the mountain?
I'm going to climb the mountain. I mean, like, I feel like no matter how painful it is, you have to just, like, go for it. Well, hi there. Excuse my poor presentation. However, I've been told to document the thing that I've decided to do for no reason. I don't know why I chose to do this, but hey, it's really fun so far. It's really rewarding. Basically, I'm going up Le Grand Piton, which literally stands for Fat Mountain. That's what I've decided to go up today. Well, if you want to see, that's currently where I am. The ocean is down there. At the moment, I haven't seen any people for a while. Again, making it super easy to socially distance. And, well, I'll keep you updated as I see cool things. There's the hotel. Almost there. That is the ocean. St. Vincent is way down there, and I feel like I've been swimming for the last 4 hours. Be there soon. I wanted to take a little bit of a break because, well, I'm not crazy, and this is a big mountain, so this staircase is comfy anyway. Update. I remember being told that the second part of the hike is considered strenuous. And up until now, I thought, well, what is the difference between basic and strenuous? It's probably, pretty much the same because it's all a freaking mountain, right? Well, why they might have said such things. Just given that, it's vertical. I'm a rock climber now. Let me know if you need your windows cleaned. I don't need one of those sky ladders. I have no idea how the original person discovered, hey, this is the way up the top of the mountain. Like, look, how did somebody look at this pile of freaking Jenga materials and think, yep, that's where I go. So I just came from there, but there were some other hikers, so I didn't want to film them. And, well, this is what I came around the corner to. As long as I don't fall over. This is awesome. I am currently 2.5 miles above the rest of St. Lucia, which, considering it is pretty much all at sea level, means 2.5 miles up from sea level. And it could not have been more worth it. I mean, this is amazing. I'm gonna try as close to the edge as I can without maybe not dying. That is ideal, personally. Woo! Alright. This, folks, this is what it was all for. Oh god, that is a scary sight right there. But, hey, won't die. According to the guides at the bottom. Whew. Alright. Well, now that I got here, time to jump down. Okay, maybe not. I've decided perhaps not on the whole jumping down. However, I'm gonna relax here for a little bit and then cruise back on down as slowly as possible. To an extent, I'm surprised they don't just give you a sled. Because, like, I mean, it would be a lot easier. This is what I've been up to for the last 25 solid minutes. Is just finding the safest way to scale freaking sideways mountain. Le Grand Piton. I was up there. Right there. That's where I was.
So I let Oscar do the big climb of the Grand Piton while I lazed around on the deck of the boat.
Fewer cases than a lot of the smallest towns where I live. Their testing and safety protocols are through the roof. It's impossible for anyone to even sniff the wrong way. And aside from that, the place is amazing, and most of the things that you do, the activities that you participate in, involve the water. And COVID doesn't exist if you're 3,000 feet away from the nearest swimmer. So you go out and you do amazing things, and you see amazing things on this really cool island, and you can still stay socially distant from people with relative ease.
I certainly think Oscar deserved a well-earned rest after his climb up the Piton mountain this morning. And next, we find the Bat Caves, Well, the bat cave is exactly what it sounds like, a cave with bats in it. In fact, there's a ton of bats. It's a long crack up the hills on the north side of the bay, and it scours up 30 to 50 feet and goes into the water about 8 feet. And you can actually swim in there and look up and see hundreds of bats hanging directly above you, not to mention the ones flying around. But one piece of advice, when you're in there, make sure you keep your mouth closed. You don't want any poop landing in your mouth while you're looking up going, oh! So I was delighted to find out that Jade Mountain actually grows their own cocoa and they make their own chocolate. So one day, off we went to their farm and found out where they grow the cocoa and even where they grow the vanilla pods too. Do you know how expensive vanilla is? Gosh, I could pay back my vacation on this bunch. The pods are cracked open by hand with a very scary looking machete, and they release the ambrosia of lush fruity beans which taste a little bit like slimy mangoes. Then they're poured into the fermentation boxes and covered with banana leaves to develop a signature flavour of the Emerald Estate. They're naturally dried in the hot Caribbean sun, and each day the beans are turned by hand to ensure only the finest quality chocolate. They hand select the finished cocoa beans before collecting them in sacks to be transported to the chocolate lab at Jade Mountain. Now, I love the end tasting product, but it boggles my mind who first decided to take a pod from a tree and go through all those steps and figured out that the end result would be something like chocolate, loved all over the world. Okay, so that brings our St. Lucia adventure to an end. Oh, and we saw a waterfall and even an active volcano and covered ourselves with some active volcano mud too. But I think the highlight for us was the end of the trip when we got to be flight parents for 4 absolutely gorgeous rescued puppies. Well, we picked them up at the airport and we basically looked after them on the journey home and handed them over to their forever parents at Toronto Airport. What a great end to an absolutely amazing vacation. Thanks for watching. See you next week.